ho, my children! Before we close out the Halloween season, let's have one more anthology comic, shall we? What sets this one apart from all the others? This one is horror hilarity. This is Treehouse of Horror number 18. The Simpsons and their annual dive into the supernatural, the scary, and the suspenseful. Whether you think The Simpsons is still funny after all these years, or if you think they ran out of steam long ago, the Treehouse of Horror episodes can still bring a smile even after all these years. And of course, the comics are no different, and this one, from only a few weeks ago, still manages to tickle the funny bone and rip that bone out of your torso. The first up is Eerie Beery, an Evil Dead parody where Homer has taken the family to an abandoned cabin in the woods, specifically where Henry K. Duff first came up with the formula for Duff beer. Homer plays a tape recording of Henry Duff warning people not to speak aloud the formula, or else horrible things will happen. Naturally, Homer reads it, despite Lisa not even comprehending the language. He says it is merely beer code, and that after drinking beer for so long, he doesn't even see the symbols anymore. Just ale this, alcohol content that. In fact, Homer gets all the best lines in this one, from his reaction to Bart being possessed to trying to appeal to Maggie to save him. There's even a twist on the story that brings up another movie parody, but I won't spoil it. Next up is Marge Marries Baby. Gil sells Homer and Marge Marry an apartment with such lovely features like an elevator, hauntings by evil spirits, and a goat. Everybody loves goats. Their neighbors, Mr. Burns and a female Smithers, offer them the chance to join their demonic cult and even give them some strong tea before they summon the devil to make love to Marge Mary and give birth to the Antichrist. Best line goes to Barney, who is one of 3 wise men with dollar store purchases for the special baby. Continuing on, there is One Bart and Stormy Night, a tale about the great superhero Bartman. This is, unfortunately, the weakest tale in the book, but still entertaining. The Bart signal from the insane asylum calls for Bartman to come and confront his greatest enemy, the Giggler, and some other Batman parody stuff. We conclude on The Bride, wherein we see several people at Moe's Tavern discussing the movie The Bride. No, not that one, they mean Bride of Frankenstein. But they just call it The Bride. However, each one has a different interpretation of how it ended. Surprisingly, Homer's is probably the most accurate take on it. At least he got the hair down properly for The Bride. While this season is of course all about the frights and the scares, sometimes you get a little sick of all that excitement and just want to give yourself a laugh. And the Treehouse of Horror is usually your best bet for that, my children. Although, me personally, I find lots of stuff funny. For example, that camera! Hilarious!